Hi everyone, and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa, and today I have one tank pattern 3 ways. Okay, so I started making this one tank pattern a couple months ago, and it is the Cami Tank by Green Style Creations. And I can't even remember how I was first turned onto it, but I really love the idea of making things with a built-in bra for summer, and this one had come up. And one of the things I really liked about it were all of the options. So if I can put up some of the line drawings here, you have 3 different lengths. You have cropped, you have waist, and you have hip. And then you also have different thicknesses for the straps. So you have a thinner strap or a thicker strap. And then you also have the option to put a cup into the shelf bra if you want, or I guess you could probably just do it without the shelf bra as well. So I have 3 different versions. I'm going to show you what I made them from, and what I made to go with them. So the first one I called a toile, and I actually get a ton of use out of this, but I made it out of some green organic cotton jersey from Minerva. These are not easy to hold up elegantly, so I will put in pictures for sure, but just to give you an idea. And I really considered this my toile. So here, I'll put in pictures so you can see how it looks. And I consider this my toile. I had actually started it off in the cropped length, and that was too short for me. And so I then added a little more fabric on to continue down to the waist length. And that is kind of just long enough for me. And the only reason that it is just long enough is that this one is, I'm using this as a workout tank. I also used a smaller size. So I started by choosing the size based on my upper bust, and that resulted in a tank that fits, but only just barely, and actually fits better as a workout top rather than a regular top, because for a workout top, you want it really, really snug. So as a workout top, it worked really, really well. Putting in the built-in bra was easy. It was really simple. I used the 1-inch elastic that they recommend. Keep an eye, because I don't use the 1-inch elastic later on. But for this one, I did use the 1-inch elastic. It actually might even be more, might be like 1.5 inches kind of thing. Very snug, fits me very well. I ended up tying it behind the neck because I used the clear elastic that they recommend. And I don't know, I think there are different versions of clear elastic. I remember one I have at home is much stretchier, much lighter, and this one was quite heavy. And when I started sewing it, it just looked terrible. It was so bunchy. It didn't give the give that I wanted to be able to cross them in the back. That's the other thing too. You can have either straight down the back, or you can have them meet in the middle, or you can have cross back. So you have 3 different options. You have 3 different options for that as well. But because they were, not turning it the way I wanted, and it was just a toile, I thought, I'm just going to tie this behind my neck. And I really like the way that looks. So I do that again later, actually. Anyway, to go with these, I made a pair of workout shorts. Here are my workout shorts. I used the free legging pattern from Brindille and Twig, and I used the free yoga pants rounded waist from Green Style. So I'll link those below, of course. But these turned out great. I wear these to Pilates twice a week, and then I wash them on the weekend. They're great. So of course, like for moisture wicking, cotton jersey, not the best, but Pilates, I'm not really sweating. I'm sweating a bit now because we're in, the heat of summer. So for sure, and there's not air conditioning in my studio, just a fan. So yes, I'm sweating now, but in general, you'd probably want to use a more moisture wicking fabric. But for me, this works great. And so these 2 together turned out really, really cute. The second version I made is the version I'm wearing right now. This is in a Kacha fabric. You might remember that I made a Basic Instinct tee from this fabric, and I had just enough left over to make a tank. And I love this top. So the differences I made on this one, I went up a size. I'm going to put in pictures. I went up a size. I made the hip length version, and I made the wide straps, whereas I think this one was the skinnier straps. This is the wide straps. So you have a wide strap here, and you have a wide strap along the back, as well as the straps. Now I have to say, overall, I love the instructions of this pattern. The only thing I don't love really are the instructions for the straps. I find, see, it's even coming apart already a little bit here. I have my in 3 tries, I have yet to make them look really, really neat. Now, because I'm using matching thread, it doesn't matter so much, but yeah. So this, I did the crossback, and this is just a great throw on tank. Sometimes I wear it underneath something, sometimes I wear it on its own, and I was really, really happy. Again, this is a cotton jersey, so it's a little bit thicker. Oh, the other thing I did differently is the bra I made out of bathing suit liner. And I did that because I didn't have enough to do it out of the same fabric, and so I thought, well, I have this bathing suit liner, why not give that a try? And that's actually worked great because it is a little bit moisture wicking, and it's very, very light, doesn't change the look of the top, and yeah, I would recommend doing that. Okay, the last version I made is, if you saw my previous video where I talked about my Guthrie and Ghani haul, you'll remember that I got this beautiful orchid. It's called Orchid, I think it's a Tencel jersey, something Tencel jersey. So this is the top that I did in this orchid color. Again, really hard to hold up, but I'm gonna put in photos. I love this. This is such dreamy fabric. If you go on the Guthrie Ghani website, I could absolutely recommend this fabric. I'll try and link it below if it's still there. This color obviously is stunning. This is so soft. It's lovely to sew. For this version, I stuck with the same size. One thing I did differently though is, instead of using 1-inch elastic, I just used like 1/4 inch. I used 1/4 inch and just turned it up. And for me, that worked a lot better. I also did do the thick straps again, and I also tied it behind the neck again, because honestly, that was my favorite look. I even tried again to use the clear elastic because I thought maybe it was just user error, and it just was terrible. And so I ripped it out and started again with just regular elastic. So word to the wise, if you don't have a really flexible elastic, it may not work for you. For the hem on this one, I did a 3-stage zigzag. I don't know if you can see that there. This thread matches really, really nicely. And I think it's kind of pretty. It's kind of decorative. I wasn't in the mood to get out my double needle, although you'll see on the next piece that I made to go with this that the double needle turned out really well. The other thing I did with this is I did adjust the side neckline a little bit, the underarm. And basically, I literally folded it in about 1/2 inch at the bottom, and then just rounded it out. Essentially, do you see how high this comes here? I wanted it to come more here. And so I just cut it down this tiny, tiny bit, and a little bit on the back, so that I have a little more clearance under my arm. I've always been, I think I probably told you guys that when I did shows, because I'm an actor, when I did shows, if someone ever said to me, do you want me to adjust this costume? Generally, the thing that would bother me the most is if something was cutting me under the arms. I don't like things up against my armpits. So for this last one, I did cut the pattern down just ever so slightly to give myself more room. And then to go with it, I made a skirt out of the same fabric from the same haul. I think this entire outfit together was less than 10 euros. And I made this super cute little skirt. Now, I have made this pattern before. It's a Burda easy pattern, and it is dead easy. It is one pattern piece that you seam up the center, create a channel, and that creates these gathers when you put your, I might have used yarn. No, I used a cord. I used a cord, and then you just have an elastic waistband and a hem. That's it. It's really, really easy. So I got both of these, I got out of half a meter each. 1/2 meter. So pretty great to get this whole outfit out of a meter. I'll put in some pictures now. So this, again, so light, so comfortable for summer, really, really soft. Now I have to fix my hem. However, I will say that my hem turned out beautifully. Let me show you. This is my double needle hem, and I think it turned out really well. Now, somehow I managed to not lock it properly, and so it started to unravel. So I do have to fix it, but I have worn this several times, and it's just a great little skirt. So altogether, I'm really pleased with how this turned out, both as a set and also the separate pieces. So that is the pattern that I've been using a ton lately. Do you have a pattern this summer that you find yourself repeating multiple times, or even in the past, a summer pattern that you think everyone should know about? Put it in the comments below, and everyone can check down there to see TNT, tried and true patterns for summer that you can use multiple ways and get multiple items out of. Because I don't know about you, once I've printed something, put it together, made sure it fit, made it once, I want to get some wear and I want my money's worth out of that pattern. So I'm sure you feel the same. Let me know below your pattern that fits into that category. Okay guys, that's all for me. Please do give this video a like. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I publish sewing videos as often as I possibly can, and I hope that you will enjoy the content that I have coming up in the next couple weeks. All right, I hope that wherever you are, the sun is shining and you are sewing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.